we doing? My name's Clemenza Caserta. We're here at Stuzzi, and today we're going to be doing a little pasta vazul. You can say it two ways, pasta fagioli or pasta vazul. Now, what we're going to do is a little garden-style pasta vazul, okay? Very simple. The way to start the classic traditional pasta vazul is either a little bacon or pancetta. Pancetta is Italian bacon, white beans, garlic, a touch of sauce, touch of chicken stock, and some pasta. That's it. But we're going to do a little modern twist on it. We're going to do it a little garden style. So, what we're going to do, a little celery. Okay? Very simple. Okay? A little carrot. Now again, we're doing this garden style. We're not rocking in our traditional style. Okay? And because of the garden we have outside and the beautiful herbs we got, I decided to use a little zucchini. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, so everything cooks evenly too. When you're chopping vegetables, sauteing vegetables, you're doing something, you want to try to cut everything as even as possible so it all cooks the same way. So you ain't got a crunchy carrot, a moussaka celery, a little zucchini. Very simple. A quick little dice. There you have it. Now, get this out of the way. What I'm going to do real quick, get our pancetta cut. Again, pancetta is Italian bacon. What we're going to do when we do this is we're going to render the fat. When you render something, that means it's going to cook out all the fat, all the oil. We're going to get it nice and crispy. So, we got our pan going over here. We're going to get the pancetta going. Get that cooking. Okay? Now, when you do the pasta vazul, pasta fagioli, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Very simple. Use any pasta you want. You can use a tubatini. You can use spaghetti, chop it up. You can use penne. Use anything. Whatever makes you happy. Mix them all up. I don't care. Go crazy. All right? Now, once your pancetta is rendering, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Okay? Now, you don't want to put too much oil because the trick is this. When you're doing the pancetta and you got the fat from the bacon or the pancetta, it's going to create enough oil for you to use. But I am going to cheat a little bit, and I do want that fresh olive oil taste. A little bit of olive oil to help that along. Always season. A little bit of crushed red pepper. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. Now, pancetta, bacon, very salty. Again, you don't want to go too heavy on the salt. We'll get that rendering. We're going to add our vegetables. Okay, once again, we're doing a garden-style pasta vazul. Okay? We got our vegetables. Let that go. Now, when you're doing vegetables, you want to sweat the vegetables, meaning you want to cook it on a medium to low flame. You want to sweat it. You want to let all the flavor come out. You don't want to do it on a high flame, because all you're going to do is get color, burn it, you're going to get no flavor out of it. Again, medium to low flame, let them sweat, let all the flavor come out, and always make sure you season things. Okay, now that that's almost about ready, what we're going to do now, a little white bean. Okay, now there's a trick to this too. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't do it. You can take your beans, when you open up, if you don't make fresh beans, okay, you're using a canned white bean, don't drain the liquid. The liquid's going to help you give it a nice consistency. What you can do is take some beans aside, puree them, and you make it thick. Some people like it soupy. Some people like it thick. I don't care how you like it. I like the beans, the pancetta, the bacon, the vegetables. It's a beautiful thing. Now again, you got your vegetables going, your zucchini, your garlic, your pancetta, a little bit of carrot, a little bit of celery. Bam, we're going to add some white bean to that. Hence the fagioli. Okay. There we go. Little garden-style pasta vazul with a little zucchini, a little carrot, some Italian bacon, which is the pancetta. Now with this, what we're going to do, we're going to add a touch of chicken stock, a touch of tomato for some color. We're going to cook it down a few minutes. And again, always taste it. Make sure that when you're cooking, you're building layers of food. Salt, pepper. Now I just added a little bit of tomato sauce. I know there's no seasoning, so I'm gonna add another little pinch of salt. Now what I have here is some pasta that I had left over. This is the beauty of this dish too. It's a peasant dish. Add some pasta left over from the night before. I like to save things. I chopped up a little bit of penne. Again, you can use tubettini, you can use penne, you can use spaghetti, chop it up, use whatever makes you happy. We're gonna add a little bit of pasta in there. Let it cook down a little bit. Now me personally, I like to finish this with a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese. And that's the dish again. Italian style pasta fagioli by Clemenza Caserta. Bon appetit.